hard part isn't making visuals anymore. It's deciding which story you want to tell. Because honestly, image and video models have become scary good over the next few weeks. Stuff that used to scream AI now passes as, wait, who shot this? So today's video is about showing you the workflow I've been using to create cinematic videos in a couple of minutes using Nano Banana Pro for the images and Kling 3.0 for the motion. And all of that inside Higgsfield, which is becoming my go-to platform for everything AI generation. No technical skills required, no After Effects, no shooting, heck no camera, just AI. Let's do this. All right, everyone, let's get started immediately by heading over to Higgsfield. This is higgsfield.ai, right? This is where I am right now. Higgsfield is an AI platform where you can generate all sorts of media, both images and videos, and use all of the latest AI models. So it's a model aggregator, and when you buy credits for Higgsfield, you can spend that credit on all of the different models that exist, including the latest ones like Kling 3.0 for video generation, and of course Nano Banana Pro, which is the reference in today's image generation landscape. All right, today is about showing you a workflow starting from some inspiration we find on the platform, and then how can we tweak that media that we find, we'll work with a video, and make it our own. So use our own images, our own story, and yeah, in just a couple of prompts, get with a nice result of a custom video for ourselves. So the first thing I am going to do right here is to start browsing Higgsfield for some inspiration. This is the home page. Okay, so I'm going to go to this page right here that says Kling 3.0 exclusive access. View all of Kling 3.0. So when you click here, you basically access the community feed for Higgsfield, and it's showing you a bunch of different clips, so we can have a look. So all of these videos have sound. So here we see this really cool low angle shot of this guy running with a paper bag in his hands, and we are wondering like, what's in the bag? So if you want to recreate something like this, you have the entire prompt right here that you can pick up, can copy that very easily and recreate this clip. Or you have the button to simply recreate the clip. You can download it, you can do a bunch of different things from that clip. So you see different videos. So you have the point of view of, this seems to be like a drone following a cheetah. You have different things, like you could really have like facial expressions, cars, tattoos, the mirror reflection, like multi-shot, different shot stories. It's very complete. And when you look at these clips, you couldn't say that these are AI generated. I mean, they look super real. So this is for finding inspiration. I had the idea of, you see this clip right here of the guy getting tattooed. So I found that quite cool, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could swap this guy right here for me and swap this tattoo for the tattoo of our brand logo, for example. All right. So the first thing I did right here is I came all the way to the beginning of this clip and I made a screenshot. Okay. So right here, I just grabbed that image. I don't even need the entire image, but I'm going to keep it anyway. So this got my screenshot, and this is step one. Okay. Grab some inspiration, find a video clip that you like or something that you find interesting in the community, and grab that as your inspiration. Now, step number 2 would be to use Nano Banana Pro to do the character swap. So for that, I'm just going to come back to Higgsfield right here, click on image here on top and select Nano Banana Pro right here. So you should land on your feed, and from here, you can start prompting. So what I'm going to do is to add the reference image I just screenshot. Okay, so it should be here on my desktop. It should be this one. Yep, that's the image. So I'm going to add this into my prompt, okay, right here. I need to make sure I'm using Nano Banana Pro. You have a bunch of other models, Nano Banana Pro. The plan I am using on Higgsfield gives me unlimited Nano Banana Pro. I just need to make sure I turn on this little slider right here. So if you have a similar plan, go ahead, use that. And that's really the model I would recommend you use because it's the best in class model for, as of today, mid-February 2026. So I have my image here. All I need now is a prompt. And if you don't know how to create a prompt for a character swap, you can simply use ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, the LLM of your choice, to help you create prompts because AI is best at creating AI prompts, right? So that's usually what I do. So we are going to head over ChatGPT right here, and I'm going to tell ChatGPT exactly what I need. And to do so, I usually don't prompt with my keyboard anymore. I just use the little dictate button right here and my microphone to just tell the AI what I need. So I would say something like this. Give me a Nano Banana prompt to do a character swap based on 2 photos I will upload in my prompt. The first image will be the reference image, and then the second image will be an image of the character I want to appear in the photo. So basically the prompt goes from the reference image and swaps the character in that reference image for the character in image number 2. Everything else remains the same. So that's a simple prompt. Now let's see how ChatGPT does its job here. It should give me a very strong and solid Nano Banana prompt. Okay, so you'll upload image 1, the reference image, scene, lighting, composition, and image 2, the character you want inserted. Yes. So here's the prompt. Use image 1 as the base scene and composition. Replace the main character in image 1 with the character from image 2. Keep the exact same pose, camera angle, framing, background, lighting, depth of field, facial expression, and overall mood from image 1, etc., etc. So it's giving me all of the characteristics, okay? So I can just take this, copy this, come back to my library right here, and I can paste that prompt. So with this, I should be good to go. Maybe one thing though, is that this guy is pretty hairy. I don't have that many hair on my chest and shoulders, maybe a bit on the chest, but not so much on the shoulders. This I can guarantee. So I'm gonna say something here. So match the lighting, the original. Okay, the character from image number 2 must fully replace the original person, preserving their recognizable identity, facial character in image 2 doesn't have that much hair on his chest and shoulders. Okay, now all I need is to add my image, okay, my reference image right here. For that, I believe I have one here. Yes, I have this one of me drinking a cup of coffee. It's also AI generated, but it's fine because it resembles me. So double checking everything here. We have the reference image taken from the inspiration in that video clip. Okay, we have the character reference, which is me, and we have the prompt generated by ChatGPT. And for those of you interested, I will show you this entire prompt so you can screenshot that. Here you don't see it in its totality. Get ready to screenshot. There you go. You can screenshot this whole purple thing right here. Okay, good. All right, now let's come back here and launch this prompt, okay? I want this in 16:9, 2K resolution, because that's the maximum I can generate within my unlimited plan. So I'm gonna just launch that. There you go. And it should be starting to generate. So we can come back in a couple of seconds and see the result. All right, so this is what I got, the image I received after a couple of minutes. So pay attention, we went from this, pay attention to the t-shirt, Guns N' Roses, the beard right here, which is fully gray, way more hair, to this, which we can see here, salt and pepper beard, less hair on the shoulder. If this is still too much hair for you, and for me it is, you could continue prompting. For example, I've done this here. Yes, I've uploaded my image as the reference. See? This one right here, and I've said remove all the shoulder hair, keep everything unchanged, and I got this image, which is much better in my opinion. All right, we now have a clean image to work with. Let's rondify this. What do I mean by rondify? Well, let's swap this lighthouse tattoo for the logo of our latest project, the Rondi collab. Okay, let's have a bit of fun with this. So yeah, for this, I'm gonna head over to Canva. Okay, and in my brand kit, I should have my Rondi Collab brand kit, which contains my logos. Let's zoom in. Okay, so this is the logo right here, the Rondi Collab. So I could download this. I can head back over to Higgsfield, and I'm going to say here, so use this as a reference. Okay, there you go. It's here. All right, so I can clean up all of this now and add my logo here as a reference. Okay, there you go. All right, so now I need the prompt. So what I've done is exactly the same thing. I went to ChatGPT. I explained with my audio, with my voice, what I needed. Basically, I needed the lighthouse tattoo to be replaced by a tattoo of this logo. And then I explained a little bit what the logo was about. And I got this prompt right here. Use image 1 as the composition and action reference and image 2 as the tattoo reference. Okay. All right. All I have to do is to launch this prompt and wait a few minutes. And my image is done, and this is the result. So I love that this looks realistic. I have my Rondi Collab tattoo right here, at least the visual of it. It looks nice. It looks like the guy is actually tattooing that on my shoulder. All right, so these were the first 2 steps, right? Where we find inspiration and then we use Nano Banana to swap the character, to swap the tattoo design, and we got to a frame that will serve as the starting frame for our video generation. We are now ready to take all of these ingredients and inject them into our video prompt, and for that, we are going to use the latest model, Kling 3.0. All right, let's generate our video. We now have everything we need. Again, for those of you who forgot where we started from the Higgsfield homepage that has this section right here about Kling 3.0 and the overview of what the community is creating with Kling. So we started from here, found this clip with the tattoo of the lighthouse. I clicked on it and I basically clicked on recreate. This preloaded my prompt right here with everything I needed. So from there, I read the entire prompt and made a few tweaks. So for example, when it talked about a lighthouse, I replaced that for my actual logo right here. So it says something like, the scene begins with a close-up of a man's upper arm showing a realistic black and gray. It said lighthouse. So I said rocket in a lab glass design, okay? Inside a black outlined circle. So I basically described my logo whenever the prompt mentioned the lighthouse. Okay, so I did that. And then I added something else as well at the end of the clip so that we can clearly hear the machine and the noise. So I wanted this whole environment to be super realistic. So I said the background is softly blurred, focusing all attention on the intricate craftsmanship and the rhythmic motion of the needle. We hear the needle buzzing in that typical tattoo machinery. So this was the prompt that I used with my reference image, which is the latest one I generated without the hair, the proper logo, and ran that prompt. It cost me 12 credits, which is relatively expensive, but still okay. And I got this clip right here. So I'm going to play it for you in full screen. Yeah, so this job is quite nicely done. The movement of the tattoo artist putting all of that black inside the logo, I'm not sure about that. Maybe we could reprompt, which is what I did. It's not ready yet, but I'll show you the last result if it's ready within a reasonable amount of time. Instead of like tattooing inside the design of the glass, which there is no black color at that specific spot, it could be like maybe adding more texture around the circle or like the shading of the rocket. This actual placement of the ink isn't that realistic, but that is something that I believe could be easily fixed with another prompt. Okay, so let's see if my next image is ready. No, my next video is still processing. I'll come back to this at the end of the video and show it to you so you have the correction. I ask it, okay, could you, instead of placing the ink right here, could you do something different. Like I don't remember what I said here, but I corrected the prompt, adding some texture to the rocket element. Yes, this is what I changed so that this is more realistic. Let's see how it comes up. But before I do so, and before I wrap up this video, there's one more thing I want to show you.
What's up, friends? I think somebody stole my trousers. I had them just a few minutes ago. Oh well, I guess I'll just wear that to film my tutorial.
One super cool feature that Kling 3.0 has right here is this ability to create multi-scene or multi-shot stories right here from the panel. So this little clip that I showed you was a simple 3 or 4 shot story. Okay, you see each of the shots right here. I believe you can add all the way up to 5 shots. Yeah, I just added a 5th one to just double check. But yeah, you can add up to 5 different scenes or different shots in your video. And all you need to do to get there is to turn on this little multi-shot slider right here. Obviously here I'm still using my previous reference image, but I had an image of the Ronnie Felt character that I generated in ChatGPT. Okay, so I had made that with my phone based on a selfie of myself with a green t-shirt, and it made me this. Okay, so I added this right here as the starting frame. Let me see if I can find it. It should be somewhere in my, yeah, there you go. That little guy right here. So I added him as my reference image, as my starting frame. And then I started creating my shots. Okay, shot number 1 is very simple. You can really write in natural language here. So I'm going to read it, then I'm going to play the clip again so you can see how it turned out again. So the first shot is the character saying, "What's up, friends? I think somebody stole my trousers," because generated me without trousers. Shot number 2. Okay, change the angle to a side profile. So this is really good at changing the camera angles for you. The man is now opening the drawers of his wardrobe, made of felt as well. He says, "I had them just a few minutes ago." So that's my shot number 2. Shot number 3. The man found some shorts with Hawaiian flower patterns and pastel colors. The camera zooms in on that pair of shorts he's holding in his hand. That's my shot number 3. And shot number 4, close up to the man's face. He says, "Oh well, I guess I'll just wear that to film my tutorial." And yeah, let me show it to you again.
What's up, friends? I think somebody stole my trousers.
That's the wardrobe.
I had them just a few minutes ago.
Shorts. Zoom in.
Oh well, I guess I'll just wear that to film my tutorial.
So that was cute. That was super easy to create. This one cost me, I believe, 24 credits and was made in the 9:16 aspect ratio. So the short version of the video, the vertical video. And as promised, here is the extra scene I generated with the tattoo artist filling up that color. Let me know in the comment. Is it better? Is it more realistic? Personally, I think it could be a little bit more realistic, but I'll let you decide. Let's have a look. So I think this was very cool. It was super simple to create. And yeah, I mean, it's made out of the felt characters, but I've seen some examples of really like Hollywood level movies or short movies that can be created using that technique, using the multi-shot technique, which I'd be super happy to dive deeper into in another tutorial. There's another feature yet that I haven't had time to show you, which I'm not gonna tackle today. It's the elements feature, which allows you to create specific characters and then just tag these characters to make them come and interact in your story. So here, for example, in character, I could create a Ronnie character, uploading a few images that will serve as a reference, give a description, and then save that so it can be recalled as an element of my story. So great tool for storytelling, super easy to work with. As you've seen, like no technical skills required. And this is where I'm going to leave it for today. If you want to check out Higgsfield, there will be a link in the description that you can use to get on the plans that you need and start generating some images. Honestly, I'm paying about $25 a month and I'm having a ton of value for that price. So check it out. Link is in the description. And also let me know, what do you think about this video? Do you want to learn more about Higgsfield and everything it can do? I barely scratched the surface. There's so many other things you can do here on this platform, and I'd be happy to myself dive deeper into them and then show you what I've learned and show you, more importantly, how to apply this in the content that you create in something useful that you can use for your business. I'm also going to leave a link to the Rondi collab right here in the description. The Rondi collab is not for everyone. It's for those of you guys who are learning with us, but maybe think, okay, I can maybe do more than just learn tutorials. I really want to build a sustainable business with the content that I create. So if that's you, the Rondi collab is worth checking. This is where we accompany a bunch of content creators just like you to build a sustainable business, just like we've done with Team Rondi. So that's our guidance, a community of builders that help each other right there in the collab. All right, guys, thank you for watching until the end. I'm gonna leave you with this other video right here that you might find interesting as well.